This week on the Grand Theory podcast.
Because
I ain't paying no 5 racks, bro.
yeah, it's
To be cold?
to be cold
Still.
and like, bro, you see this the
Physical, bro.
blade, bro. You see how sharp that blade is, bro?
That shit's sharp.
Well, I might shop my shop. 1% better. Put in that work. 1% better. Put in that work. Put in that work.
Bro.
Yo, this guy's just making some loud noise, bro. Bruh, I'm tired, man.
This guy's tired. He's mash up, dog.
Bro, you know the shit I'm doing, bro? Bruh.
He's trying to become a jiu-jitsu killer, dog. That's what he's trying to do.
Man. I'm learning the craft.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh. Honestly, bruh. Just watch. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna talk too much.
He wants to fold people up
I let the results speak.
like laundry.
Bro,
Bend up
honest-
their hands and stuff like that.
Honestly, if minus that, bro, like, yo, it's a good self-discipline, man. For real.
That's fair.
It's good. It's
That's
good.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can take that. I'll take that. That's fair. That's fair. Well, my man Ori, we back, bro.
We're back at it.
Back with another episode.
You know,
what
you
I'm
know.
saying? Of the Grind Theory.
Yo, listen. Bruh, it's been a crazy week, man.
It has been a crazy week.
TT.
But we grind and we getting 1% better every
Always.
day. You know
Always.
what I'm saying? You see how you got that energy just now? You said that energy just went through his body? That 1% better energy, you know what I'm saying?
You guys
Yo,
kidding me, man.
that 1% better energy. Hey, first things first.
As always,
We got to give thanks to the man upstairs, you know, the man above. I want to thank him for giving us life, giving us strength to bring us to the podcast, to have our guests, to even have life. Today I wasn't tired, so today I came through. I wasn't too tired, you know. I had a little bit of rest, you know what I'm saying? So I was okay. I didn't have no crash or nothing like that, but I ran out of gas though. But it's all good. It's all part of life, you know.
Yes, sir.
But we want to thank God first and foremost, like I said, for everything, you know.
true.
Last episode, just to recap, we had the beautiful hustler Tiffany
The grind.
on the podcast,
Bro, she's
hustling 24/7. You know, grind 24/7. Don't
I
stop.
I think about him 24/7, and then my grind is 24/7.
Gee, yo,
bro.
she
That
spit a
bar is-
crazy bar.
That bar is still in my
That
head
bar was
every time,
hard, bro.
man.
I think I might have to I might have to get our guests to make a track to that bar, to be honest, because that bar was hard.
Oh yeah, facts though.
You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
That-
actually true.
yeah, that
though.
bar was
Yeah,
hard,
that
bro. I'm
was
not gonna
hard.
lie
It was
to
pretty
you.
good. It's pretty good.
But Tiffany, she shared her experience. You know, she shared a little bit about kind of what she went through in a relationship, and I think that was a really good episode for other females out there who might be going through, not only females but also males who might be going through similar situations. Because
Yes,
we don't
sir.
want to just say that's only females that go through the situations, right?
It's both genders.
But she gave her perspective as a female
Yeah.
going through that situation, and she gave a little bit of tips and advice for people who may be going through that.
Yes, sir.
She also, you know, described her theory of the grind, and her theory of the grind actually incorporated God, you know, and saying that a lot of times when we're going through struggles and stuff like that, we don't usually, you know, when things are good, you don't usually talk about God, you know, but when you're struggling is when it's kind of when you talk about God. So she said that in the grind, God is important as well, you know, important to have God in your grind
100%.
so that you can do what you need to do.
100%.
And she just talked about like being a hustler, getting that hustler spirit, doing what you got to do irregardless. So no one can control you being in control of your own
Life. and
your own
everything.
life. You know,
Yeah.
no one else is in control of your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's really important that I think is definitely a key thing.
True.
So, but today, man, today we got a special guest. You know, this is my boy. You know,
sir.
my boy.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? So our guest today is originally from Tanzania.
Africa,
You know,
man.
Tanzania,
The Africa man.
and he moved to New York
Oh.
at a young age, around, you know, when he was like 2, 3. Then he came to Canada, you know, at around 3, 4, you know.
Shit.
Came to Canada, and he's actually a former teammate of mine. And actually, you know what? He is the reason why I got my first start in football. actually. It's because of him. You know, he can tell that story later, but it's because of him I got my first start in football. He's actually a former roommate of mine as well. He was actually my first roommate. You know what I'm saying? My first roommate.
Shit.
So he got all the stories, man.
All the juice.
We've gone through tons of struggles, you know, tons of obstacles, but we've been able to, each thing made us closer, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And this individual is not only, you know, a great friend, great roommate, great teammate, but he's also a multi-talented artist. Like when I say talented, the man is a beast.
Bro, I was a fanboy, man. Remember the first day.
As a beast, you know what I'm saying?
Still listen to a song.
This guy was a fanboy. He loved this song, you know.
Fact.
And he is not only a multi-talented artist, but a lyricist. Also, you know, his creativeness is crazy. Like he comes up with so many crazy ideas, where for his videos, just for everything, you know. So y'all definitely gonna have to check him out. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce the one, the only, my boy Carrie. What's going on, man?
You already know what it is. You don't care who it is. You know, the guy none of y'all care about, but I'm here anyway.
You know, he got that raspy voice, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even go pretend like you know who I am. Hopefully by the end of this, I can explain enough. You know?
Damn right, damn right.
Like that.
Damn right.
For the first time you remembered, yes.
I didn't bring my shades to this.
No shades, man, bro.
Don't worry, we're gonna get some dissecting shades. You know what I'm saying? Dissecting shades for this, because we're gonna dissect Carrie today.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But Carrie, man, what's going on, man?
Going on, bro. We still broke. That's what the fuck is going on, bro?
Nah.
Don't worry, we're not gonna be broke forever, though.
On this podcast, we'll have a saying, man. We cannot be broke.
We cannot be broke.
Nah,
Cannot?
broke. Yeah,
So what you telling my leaky car outside?
correction.
Yeah, bro.
Look, correction.
We're broke right now, but we cannot be broke in the
That's
future.
what I mean, man. That's what I mean.
Doug, I'm thinking, bro, right now, we got too many theories. We need to come up with some real math right now.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
Everything right now is just experimental, but we need money, bro. I can't spend experimental money, no theory, dog.
Yo, this episode, y'all gonna laugh because I know Carrie's got bare stories, man. He got bare stories about us. So, man, Carrie, man, take us back to the beginning, man. You know, back to your childhood. Tell us, you know, how it was kind of growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you'll probably remember too much about Tanzania, but like, tell us about, you know, what it was like growing up.
I don't even remember. I lived in Toronto till I was like 11, and then me and my dad moved out here. And I remember, because my dad was like, you know, my dad older, but you know, he was a single parent. So like, first time we came here, I think it was like this is a house with all my uncles in it. And they was trying to live their life. So basically, it was just like, yo, take the child with you to the party. So that's how I grew up, man.
So my boy was turned up at a young age.
Bro, I lucky got a cigarette burn because somebody bumped into me at a party where they was smoking. And they like turned around and it burnt my eyelash. That's why I got like one of these shits got like burning them.
Damn.
Party, bro, like, you know, solo cup party. These niggas were smoking and then they ran into.
Saying the man was using it like an ashtray or what?
Disrespecting me like that.
They're disrespecting my boy. What the heck?
Yeah, so we came here. And then after a while, like, you know, because I went to junior high here, I went to high school here. You know, I played football here. So, like, you know, people ask me, bro, I'm from Edmonton, nigga. That's the place I rep.
Fair.
I'm a believer of like, yo, your home is where all your stories are, dog.
Facts.
That's where you know, that's where I say is your home, bro.
Okay. I feel that.
I ain't gonna tell people, you know, where you from, but like, you know, wherever you can tell me the most stories from,
that's fair.
That's where you from.
That's fair. I never even thought about it like that, but that's actually true.
True still.
That's a good. I never thought about that perspective actually.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But yeah, so we came here, and then, you know, single parent. I live with my dad. We live in like a 1-bedroom apartment. But yeah, that's it till we got here, and eventually, I can't remember. I think it was like 18 or 19. I can't remember when I first moved into with Aquille. We was both playing football, bro. This nigga's an irresponsible nigga, bro.
Yeah, you gotta drop some.
Oh man, this
What
episode.
story y'all want, bro?
This episode is gonna be.
To fall asleep at the wheel.
Wait. We
gonna pump the gas like 90 times. What y'all want, bro? I got them all, bro.
Don't worry, we gonna dive into them. Don't worry, we got them all lined up. This is gonna be like an episode like my sister. I know I'm a little bit nervous because Carrie know a lot of stories about me. That's why I'm a little bit nervous, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. So Carrie, man, what was school, like, actually, what junior high, like, what middle school did you go to here?
I went to, I think, Bassett was my middle school, my elementary. And then junior high, I went to Otwell. And then,
okay.
And then, high school, I went with you for a little bit of McNally. But everywhere I went, bro, it was the same story. Like, like 5 black kids tops, if that.
Yeah.
I think in Otwell, there's like 3.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've gone, it's always been like handful, like 5 black kids tops.
Damn.
I think I seen the most black was my grade 12 year at McNally.
McNally.
And then that was when they got like the most black.
Yeah, that's when they had the influx, though.
Yeah, like, and that was maybe 20 of them.
I was like, yeah, it's the influx, yo. Yeah. What was it like being like one of the few black people in school, though?
Yeah.
Like exactly how you expect to be. A lot of like, do you drink grape juice? Do you like chicken?
That's very.
Watermelon.
Let me touch your hair and all that
a
stuff
lot of
too.
that shit, bro. A lot of stupid ass questions. But you ain't realize it. You was just trying to fit in back then.
That's true.
So I was like, yeah. But I the way I answered was like, nigga, of course, don't you like chicken? I was like, nigga, who the fuck don't like chicken, bro?
That's true.
Because that's when Toonie Tuesday was still a Toonie, nigga. I was like, you eat it, I eat it, nigga. I was like, you want to ask me I like chicken? Yeah. Fuck, you don't like chicken, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh,
I ain't even like grape drink like that, bro. Niggas always talking about that shit. It's alright.
That's true. But you know what? I do like grape juice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's okay. But like if you had like a list, you
wouldn't it wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be there.
If it's there, I'm drinking it. If it's there, bro, you give me a grape something like that.
It's probably chicken, soul fry.
Soul fry? That's a different story, bro.
That's a different story,
bro.
Dog, I want them to sponsor us so bad, but you don't understand, man. Like, you don't understand, bro.
I love that stuff, man.
Bro.
Yeah, I showed it to this nigga, like, I can't remember how many years ago, bro. Since that day, when he's hungry, he got money, he goes straight there.
Because it's cheap, bro. It's still
$12.
Cheap.
It is cheap.
It's
fill
nice.
you up, $12, and you get a drink.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can put the extra sauce on there.
Yeah.
Hey, Soul Fry, if you listening, man, dog, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Watch, you can put the box right here in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's right here in the middle.
Lift the lid, so
lift the lid, bro. That's advertising right there. It's front and center. You know what I'm saying?
That's killing me, man.
But so obviously you were into sports, right?
Yeah.
Going into school. What kind of drew you to, like, football? I guess you play football. Did you play any other sports?
No, man. I didn't. When I was a kid, my dad tried to get me to play soccer. So African thing. I sucked. I hated it. I despised, yeah.
Come on, man.
Bro, I was fat. I was just the goalie, bro. You take up a lot of space, nigga. Here you go. Just play here, bro. Like, yo, here you go. Just put him over there, bro. He don't gotta move too much. I didn't want to play no soccer. I was like, what am I doing here, bro? I didn't think that lasted long. Can't remember how long that lasted, but it was like, I don't even know if it was a couple games, bro. I was like, nah. Actually, at one point.
But did you have any nice games, though?
No, bro.
You didn't get stop no goals?
I think one like hit me in the gut. That's as much as it did. Like one like literally because it was like for some reason it was in this tournament and we ended up playing some like older kids. It was like 16 for some reason. God, like come up the net and smoke me, bro. Like point blank range just hit.
So you said from there is when you decided,
I was like, hey, yo,
it ain't for me, man. It ain't for me no more.
And then when I was younger in Toronto, I remember they made me play hockey for a while. Again, the goalie.
Ooh.
I could skate though for some reason. Yeah, but I hated hockey. What was it, bro? So like as a goalie, bro, everyone gets rotated. Like they get breaks. But as a goalie, you on that ice, bro. I remember I was almost in tears, bro. Like I told this is like my first game, and they made me stand for like 3 hours, bro.
Damn.
Just like defending this damn net. Damn. You don't even realize how much your legs hurt till you there.
And it's a lot of equipment too, man.
Yeah,
it's like it's a lot of equipment wearing on you, bro. I don't know, bro. Hockey, I just don't know if I'm like. I don't know if I'm gonna do that sport, bro. After I saw that,
the only reason I did that, bro, is free. They're like, yo, we need some guys. It was free because some sort of community outreach bullshit.
Fair.
I was a guy, yo, let me play with these white kids.
Fair, bro. Any slip, bro? Any man slip and fall? Like,
chop your head
nah,
off.
bro, it's not for me. But hey, for you guys out there who are doing it, respect, man. Respect, because it ain't gonna be me.
That's dedication.
That's
bro.
dedication,
Y'all got
bro.
deep pockets, man.
Yeah, it ain't gonna
Your
be me, man.
Dedicated, man.
So, man, what kind of led you into music? Did you always have an interest for music, or like what age did it kind of start to develop for you?
Probably in junior high is when I got introduced to a lot of like the rap I listened to, because I would just listen to whatever was on the radio.
Yeah.
And like 50 Cent, because that was my favorite rapper when I was a kid.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just listening to whatever was on the radio. I didn't really get like introduced to like older cats or really older cats until junior high.
Okay.
I think when my homies pulled up like Party and Bullshit.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
like that was just it was
big.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
just downhill from
Yeah,
there. I
IG.
was like,
I
yeah.
listen.
So like that's back when like you know like you used to take this flip phone and then you record it on the day,
Yeah.
and then you had to record another song because that's
Yeah, this guy had that
Yeah.
recorded on the flip phone.
yeah, bro. But yeah, that was it. And then I think but then I get into moods like literally there was a time, bro. I only had one song on my phone and it was When the Wings Are Poised. That's it.
True.
Every day, bro. Every
Wow.
day, that was it. And then
Dang.
from there, it just kind of escalated. I started listening to like a lot of underground shit,
Mm-hmm.
new rappers, old rappers, whatever I could get my hand on, I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
And I was always fascinated by it, but I never actually thought I could do it because every time you listen to a rapper talk, they're like, oh, bro, when I was 6, I wrote my first poem, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Won
true.
I won a Nobel Peace Prize because of it.
True.
So I was like, yo, nigga, I'm getting I'm barely passing school here. I ain't no classically trained poet like you claiming you is. I was like, I didn't think I could do it, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of go through school, and then I think it was in high school I started writing some rhymes, just as like it was nothing serious. I was just writing them. There was ass, there was garbage, but I was just writing them. And at that point, bro, like a lot of people, even Luther was better at freestyling than me at that time, right?
Sure, huh?
Then we drive around. After high school, I made a couple tracks with, niggas, like,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then it wasn't until I think I started playing football, like around that age. So from 18 on, I was writing more.
Oh, she's from like when you met me then.
Yeah, around
that
when you
time?
met you, I was writing a little bit. But I still wasn't like, you've been like, oh, I'm a rap. It was when that year that I stopped playing football. That was the year I went all in.
Okay.
So I stopped playing football, like, what year is that? 20...
That's pre-Dread Carrie.
Yeah, that's like first round. I think the first time I attempted my dreads. What year was it, like 2017? I want to say
I just remember my hair was
2017.
long back in those days.
But
Yeah, 2017. That's when I really went in.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And that's when I really started being like, yo, nah, I don't really care if I got the skills and now I'm gonna make it happen. So. Since then, bro, it's been a theory, bro. We ain't making proof yet. Still
Fair.
been a theory, bro.
But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it proof
Yeah.
though.
Facts.
We're gonna make it proof. Okay. So you said that you started going serious into music around 18, right?
Yeah.
But before that, you were all about football for that period of time before that, right? So, kind of like, what led you to football? Like, why football?
Somebody asked me. I would have never played football if somebody didn't ask me.
Did you play in high school too? Like in
And I played grade 11. So
Grade
somebody
11.
asked me grade 10. I was like, nah, I wasn't really playing nothing. And in grade 11, JCL. I'm pretty sure JCL.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
pretty sure
shout out to JCL.
Yeah, shout out JCL. Man. Yeah, bro. He convinced me to play.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that was it, bro. And then it kind of it just folded like it just went like that. I had a good time. I didn't even know nothing about the game. I was learning while I was playing.
Yeah.
Had a good time. Grade 11. And then that same year, there's midget.
Midget,
Yeah, so that was my last year because you can only play till grade 11.
Yeah.
And then I guess one of the guys got hurt. You remember Ben?
Ben.
Zakowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had gotten hurt. And then he recommended to his coach that I play.
Okay.
So he's like, oh, yo, he can replace. And then 1 year, I got to play 2 seasons of football. And that was my first year playing, right?
Okay.
So right after I played high school, and right after that, I got to play midget.
Okay.
And then, we went into that actually started, I ended that season pretty good for someone who didn't know how to play. Like, again, there was a lot of mistakes. But then I fucked up and got really skinny for grade 12. That was the year I lost all the weight. Yeah, I lost all the weight, came back, bro. I was super skinny,
What were you playing at before? What were you playing at before?
I was playing tackle.
You were playing tackle?
I was still
okay.
playing tackle. I was still
Okay.
playing D tackle, not offensive.
Okay.
We're not O-linemen over here. I was playing D tackle, and I came back and I was still playing D tackle, but I had lost probably I don't even know, probably 30, 40 pounds at that time, or maybe more, or maybe less. I'm not even sure, but it was drastic enough that everyone kept asking me what my secret was because they assumed I had done a curse or something like that, some sort of voodoo magic,
secret
bro.
sauce or something like that.
Everyone kept asking me yo, what'd you do? I was like, bro, I worked out occasionally, and I probably didn't eat a lot, but that's it. That was the secret.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, we went in grade 12. It wasn't a great season. I remember that. I remember feeling disappointed. But that was someone I think that summer, after grade 12, I ended up playing rugby that year, so it was a good time.
Yo, how was rugby? Because honestly, I wanted to play rugby, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bloody, bro.
I was a little bit shook because they said there was no equipment. I was like, wait,
bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, you a rugby dude.
That's what they keep telling me,
bro. No, you have, bro. Rugby is a ruthless game,
bro. It is ruthless, bro.
But it's amazing. It's a ruthless game.
One of my cousins actually plays it. Bloody,
I don't know, bro.
Like, bro. No, I'm telling you, bro. Even if you have time now, but you want to join a little, that's a game I would play for fun. Rugby, bro.
Yeah,
it's
bro. You mash up people, bro.
But bro, people are running at you full speed with no equipment, like bro. Big grown, bro.
But that right there is like because you always talking about your monster. That's gonna tell you whether or not you got it or not, whether or not you can meet this man's challenge.
Let's do any rugby teams? I'm out here. I'm out here
because that type of fear, bro, of like seeing somebody with no protection, and being able to meet them right there.
You're exposed.
Yeah, that's real life, bro. Because you really that to me is like why I like running hills, bro. It's because, bro, when people ask me why I run hills, because I say hills is like life, bro. The path is never even. It's never like, you never actually have secure footing. You're always fighting to go upwards.
Like
where's the Nah, say that one again. Say that one again, Carrie. Say that one again.
Like, hills is like life, man. The path is never unclear. It's never clear. It's never even. It's never clear, bro.
There's always ups and downs and bumps.
It's always like life's an uphill battle, bro. Hills are an uphill battle.
Fact.
And I'm not saying I'm not gonna try to make it easy, but when you're running on a straight line, as long as you conserve energy, you're like, I'm gonna make it, right? Just gotta keep going here. When you running a hill, bro, it's an uphill. It's not all gravity is against you. This hill is against you. Your own body, your legs don't work no more. They're against you, and you still gotta find a way to make it to the top of this.
100%. Like that, and man, I like that you said that because like literally when even when we go and run hills, right? It's like I told you, like. After I get to like the third hill, it's like all mental. It's not even physical for me.
I can't feel your body no more,
You can't feel your body, bro. It's mental. I'm looking up at the hill. I'm like, bro. Like this guy. I take this guy to the hill. This guy, I almost take this guy to the hospital. This guy.
Nah. Listen. There was one. The thing I messed up in. When I messed up was I didn't take water. Bro, hey.
Bro, take water.
Hey, man.
Listen.
No, it's serious. Take water.
No, when next you go run hills, like when you go ahead,
take him to the white mud one, bro.
I'm going
I haven't taken him to that one. That's the one I wanted to take you to because remember the one I wanted to take you to, but then I was like, no, we'll go to this one first.
Yeah.
And then you died on that one. I was like, bro, I can't take this.
Isn't that the one the second one, me, you, and Siash, where we couldn't run? Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh, because it was wet. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, bro, I do the hills there.
But them hills is long, bro.
It is long, bro. Bro, it gets like midpoint, bro. You think
it's you get to the midpoint. It's like it's like running that whole hill.
Yeah.
It's bloody, bro.
It's like, cause you get to the midpoint and you it was the point where my legs just wouldn't lift. Bro, it's like, they wouldn't go up, man. I was just like, it felt like cement, bro.
I don't know how she be running that hill 10 times, bro.
Shout out to that man.
Shout out to my man Sheed, bro. Beast.
Consistent, bro.
That's the thing. Consistency is key, bro.
Up, yeah.
Because even if we start those hills, right, and we do 1 hill, 2 hills at a time, like 2 hills. If we were to do that every day, eventually you're going to be able to do 3, 4. And it's the same thing as life, bro.
Facts.
Anything that you're doing. If I'm, like, bro, when we started working out, and initially, bro, we can do as many push-ups or many pull-ups.
Facts.
But as time kept going on, we became beasts, bro. We were doing push-ups, we were doing pull-ups. Like, we got so much bigger, so much stronger, you know what I'm saying?
The biggest thing, though, for people who are just getting into stuff, don't burn yourself out. Like, a lot of people, they come here, like, they're going to come to the hill and be like, I'm going to come here 4 times a day. But what happens is on the first day, they try to do 5. They might pull it off, but you're so exhausted, you don't even have that, like, mental fortitude or your body just don't work to keep going. They don't do consistency. A lot of people, they burn themselves out. They try to do too much and then way too soon, and then you just, like, you can't get your mind into it, and you hurt yourself maybe, or you just burn yourself out. You wasn't ready for, them steps. But you didn't want to seem like, you soft, right?
Yeah.
Bro, even when I take, like, when I'm like, I haven't been to the gym in 6 months, I don't go there and try to lift the gym.
Yeah.
I don't care how I look, bro. I'm coming here making sure I'm getting emotions right, my form is good, let's just get back into it. Because I don't want to try to burn myself out, and then, I have to take a 3 months absence because I, like, destroyed my shoulder.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's 100%. Because even, like, that's what I was even telling you. Like, at first I was doing, like, 5. I was like, okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do 5 hills. Because when I was training for Halifax, I was doing, like, 7 hills, bro. So I was
you
like, yo,
you was in shape then,
I was in
right?
shape, bro. I was like, I was fit. So then I was like, yo, I come back, I can do that. I'm trying to, and I'm chasing that pass instead of focusing on where I am now.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll come back and do 7. When I did 5, and I was like, yo, bro, this is hard. But I kept telling myself, like, bro, I used to do 7 though. I used to do 7. So why can't I do this, right? Instead of realizing, like, yo, maybe you can just start at maybe 2 or 3 hills, right?
Yeah.
And I can do that for a week, maybe 3 times a week or 2 times a week,
Yeah.
and then build and maybe add 1 hill or add 2 hills instead of going exactly right.
Build up to it. You never just try to jump into it.
It's just like when you're doing your deadlift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an issue though, because I feel like everyone's chasing ghosts. They chasing like you hear it a lot of amongst like older people, but everybody's chasing ghosts. They chasing things that they used to be able to do, instead of looking the way they are now. Like I used to be able to just run and lose weight. That ain't the fact no more. Now if my diet ain't proper, if I'm not making sure I'm consistent in the gym, if I'm not also running on top of that, if I'm not staying away from certain foods, I won't lose any weight. I won't lose a pound. Before, all I did every day after I came back from school is they were just like, I don't even think it was a mile. It was like a couple blocks. I ran around that thing, came back, and that was good enough. And I was losing plenty of weight.
Yeah.
But those are times probably when I was like, 16, 17, and my metabolism was probably at an all-time high, right? But you can't still be haunting these, chasing these ghosts, right? Trying to be like, well, I used to be able to do this. Why can't I do it now, right?
True.
You know what I think is, I totally agree with that point too. And you know what I think is actually, it's a good thing, but sometimes it can also be the worst thing is having early success, bro. Yeah. When you have early success, you're always like, bro, but I did that thing, right?
Yeah, why can't I do it now?
Why can't I do it now?
Yeah.
And you're always comparing yourself to that previous, that past self. It's like if you come in and you did 500 on the deadlift, bro, right? You'd be like, yo, I'm only doing 430? Bro, I did 500. Why can't I,
There's still numbers I haven't hit since I was like 20 or 21, right? But it's okay. First of all, I was probably doing them with terrible form. I was just trying to lift, right? That's okay. But I know eventually, it probably will take me longer this time, but I'll hit them again, right? But I'm not trying to chase that ghost no more. Now I'm trying to make sure I understand how my body works right now and how I can be the most efficient with it to get to those certain goals, right?
See, but that's a mindset thing too, bro, because that's a mindset thing that you have saying you're going to approach it like this now as opposed to how you approached it before, right? Like
the biggest thing I find is like, putting away your pride and ego. Because those are the things that are destroying you the soonest.
A lot of people, it's not easy to do. Because especially if you have a past. In the sense of like, just like now, maybe in the past, even though you were lifting 500 pounds in the deadlift, but then you go back to the gym and then you're seeing people, the same exact people, maybe they're lifting heavier than you. You're going to be like, damn. It's hard to do, but just to, once you can go past that mental block saying that, you know what, those guys don't, and if I'm being honest, those guys don't really give a shit whether I lift or not. Yeah. You can always get back to that old number. It's just like staying on the pot and just beat up to it. So, but yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that's pride, bro. That's your your inner child telling you like, yo, nah, man, can't let that man beat me. I know I've seen plenty of people like, bro, half my size outlift me.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm not telling somebody not to be motivated by that or not to be like, oh, that's my goal, I'm gonna beat him. That's okay, but you have to set up a system where you can actually do it. Not you just being like, I know I deserve that because I used to be able to do it. That's not proper goals. You're not being realistic, which is the only time I like to use it. And realistic, and what you're doing is actually stripping yourself of actual goals you can attain, so you can get closer to it. Because I'm a big person where my issue is I don't have goals in between. The way I look at life, you either a peasant or you a king, right? And it can be good because I never stop to look at like, how far I've came. I'm always keep pushing, but the problem is I never realize how far I've actually come. Right?
Something I struggle with too.
So I can't continue blindly just moving forward and be like, by the time I actually stop, I'm hopefully better than anybody who was even close to me, right? But the other problem is that it takes a lot of mental, fortitude and a lot of daily mental reminding, yo, I just got to keep pushing. Yeah. Because I never pause to look at how far I've come. I don't look back.
Fair.
Right? You're driving, you took off that rear view.
Yeah.
It can be good, but you don't know how far you've traveled.
Yeah, sure.
And that's something that me and you have talked about a lot, actually, because I'm just going to hop back in that. So when you started playing football, right? like I was saying, Carrie is the reason why I got my first start, right? Because when when we started playing Wildcats, that was, I forget, I think I was like 20, maybe like 2016.
I think it's when you first came back.
Yeah, when I first came back, right? I first came back to Edmonton, and I think one of my coaches, he told me, like, when I played football in grade 10, right? And I had a really, really good year in that grade 10 year, and then I left to go to Lacombe, you know? And then when I went to school away, I didn't play football at all. They didn't have a football team, anything down there, so I didn't play football. So when I came back, though, one of my coaches from high school, he was like, yo, you should play football. And I was like, you know what? Let me go to the tryout. And I went to the tryout, and I liked it, right? I liked the aggressiveness of it. You know, I'm an aggressive person, so I liked that aggressiveness of it. So me and Carrie were playing, and I remember the first game of the season, right? You had an injury to your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had an injury to your knee, right? But it didn't happen until warm-ups, you know? And then they told me, like, yo, okay, Carrie's not going to play today, so you're going to start. And I was amped up. I was like, yo. Like, okay. And then I think that same game I got injured because I was so amped up.
In the same warm-up.
That was the same warm-up. The same warm-up, coach was like, yo, he did this drill. It was called the wrong arm, right? It's where you're running, and you got to swing your arm and kind of get it in between the guy and kind of shift, right? And so coach was like, everyone go 100%, right? And I was like, yo, I was so amped up because I was going to start and everything. I was like, yo, coach, you know I'm going to go 110%. I got it, you know? And I ran, and I think it was Bud Jack. Shout out to Bud Jack. He was coming, and I swung my hand, right? I swung my hand so hard. Everything I had, I hit his knee. And instantly, I felt it in my thumb. I was like, ah. But I was like, yo, I can't be soft, dog. They just gave me a starting spot. I can't be soft. I got to hold this, bro. So I was like, ah. And it was hurting me, bro. Like, it was hurting me. And then I had gloves on, right? I had those blue gloves, those blue-white gloves you gave me, right? And my hand, like, swole up. And I couldn't even take them out of the gloves. So, man, I remember the first play of the game. Carrie's on the sideline and everything. So we were on kickoff.
Yeah.
I think it was kickoff, and we kicked the ball down the field. And so the first play, I run on the field, and I see these two guys coming. I'm like, yo, I'm running fast enough. I could take these two guys. You know, if I get low, I could take these two guys. Bro, first play. Bro,
Decleated, eh?
Bro, they decleated me, bro. Bro, they decleated me. I was looking up in the sky like this, bro. I was looking in the sky. I was in the field. I was looking up at the sky. I was like, then I heard a whistle blows. Yo, play starts again, so I got to get back. I'm like, bro, I'm out of breath, bro. I have no breath. I'm running back, and my thumb is mash up, bro. I can't even press it now, right? And then I'm lined up now from that 55. I'll never forget this name, dog.
I don't even know where he went.
I don't know where he went, but I just know what he did to me, bro. That's all I know. Bro, this man, number 55 on Calgary Colts. Bro, he was lined up on the right side. So the first play, I'm out of breath, right? I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm like, yo, sub. Let me trying to catch my breath. He's like, yo, get on the field, yo. He's like, get on the field, yo. Get on the field.
You're talking.
I'm like, okay. But I get in the field. So I went to try and fake it, right? So I tried to fake like I was gonna run to him. So for those of you who are listening, we're set up on the football field now, and opposite sides, right? And I'm the defensive tackle, so I'm on the very end. So it's just me and this one last guy, the offensive
end.
And he was offensive tackle, right? So I took a step forward, right, just to fake him. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fake him. I'm just gonna stand up, catch my breath, bro. I took the step forward to take a breath, and I stepped back. Bro, this guy ran to me, grabbed me like this, like I was a baby, bro, and took me down the field. So then I was going like this, going back. He was taking me. I was running back, or I wasn't running back. He was dragging me back. Yeah. But then I remember these wise words from Heisey, my guy Heisey. He was like, "Yo, if someone is dragging you, become dead weight." So I'm like, okay. So I try to become dead weight. I try to let loose, right? I try to become dead weight, bro.
You're also dragging.
You know what this man did? Oh. I was about to fall. He went like this. He was about to let me fall. He's like, and then he picked me up. He picked me up, bro, and he kept taking me down the field. So yo, everyone stopped right here, bro. The man took me down the field and dropped me off over here.
Wow.
So I was like, bro, when he dropped me, no one else was there. So I had to walk up by myself, bro. Instantly, timeout. Yeah, timeout.
Yeah.
Bro, Heisey pulled me to the side. He's like, yo, Ambrose, playing like a effing pussy. I might not be able to say that, but I did. But, you know, he's like, yo, you playing like a... I was like, yo, coach, don't call me no... I was like, don't call me no pussy, man. Don't call me no pussy. And he was like, yo, what are you doing, man? I was like, yo, man, this... I was like, all right. I went back out. I played better, but that dude was actually a beast, bro. Like, that dude was ragdolling me all game. Like, he was... That was
he had your number, bro.
He had my number. And it wasn't like that was the only game. Like, in the future games, I remember when we went to Calgary.
Yeah.
Bro, one play, he, like, washed me out, and he was like this. He did this to me. And it drove me crazy because I actually couldn't stop him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he did this to me. He's like, yo, you're food, bro. And then that year is when I was like, yo, I took his picture, and I was like, yo, this guy, I'm coming back for this guy. But then
Yeah, I
he
think
didn't come back that
aged
year.
out, I think, the next year.
Yeah, he, like, aged out or whatever. But basically, anyways, where I was gonna go in from that is, like, from that is where I got my spot to kind of play, right? And like, I know it was really frustrating for Carrie to not be able to play at that time, right? Because, like, we're going to practice and there's dudes that are not taking it serious, right?
Yeah.
Dudes are just laughing and, like, playing around and, like, bro, we're trying to win. We didn't win no games for 2 years,
Bro, I think in 3 years I won 4 games.
bro. And how many games we play in a season?
8,
Like, bro,
I want to say, right? I think 8, right?
I mean, we're supposed to play more than 8 if we go to playoffs, but we never.
When I never seen it. I never. But it was so bad. It was so bad that by the time Aquille had come, they didn't know the song.
We didn't even know the song. There was a song you're supposed to sing when you win. Bro, we won the game. No one knew the song. Nobody knew the song. Bro, you know how bad that is?
Bad. That's
Bro,
bad.
it was terrible. But, so, the big thing too, right, that happened that actually I want to talk about is that it was a lot of, like, politics, right? So even if you were playing well, like, even if you were playing really well, right, and you were killing people in practice, we weren't really getting a chance to play.
Yeah.
You know? And I know that got frustrating for you eventually, Carrie, and then eventually in one of the years you quit, right?
Yeah. That was after my 3rd year. So that's after you broke your thumb.
That's after I broke my thumb, right?
That was that year that I had put him up.
Yeah, I put him out.
Yeah.
And-
But, man, honestly, I still regret that decision to lie.
That's what I want
Because,
to talk about.
bro, this is one thing that, like, you know, the quote-unquote politics of how something works. It's everywhere, bro. There's not an industry you can go to in the world where you will be able to avoid certain politics or certain things, the way things work. The one thing there was just kind of like if you didn't perform one day, or if you didn't, or if someone new came by that was, like, you know, a little bit better than you fell to the wayside, and that was just the atmosphere there, and that's the environment, right? So it's like if you had one bad day, or if you had a bad play, or if somebody, like I said, if they brought somebody else that they feel is better than you fell to the wayside, and it's kind of, you know, almost impossible for you to get back in their graces. It just kind of worked, but it shouldn't have been something that I let, you know, like, ruin how I felt about it, because that was the problem. I was reading, like, quitters. I got to a point where I didn't want to be on the field.
Yeah.
And I knew once I had reached that point, I wasn't allowed to be here, you know? Because I didn't want to be one of these guys who's just here to have fun. No, I wanted to win. I wanted to be giving my all. But I can't. I knew there was no way I could justify in my head doing that while I'm not wanting to be here. That's just something that didn't make sense to me. Yeah. So, like, I hung them up that year. And, like, to this day, I still regret it. Yeah. Regardless of if I, you know, got my shit together and became the ultimate beast, or if I just, you know, finished it and I said I did it and this is it. This is as good as I could get it with my current skills and with what I knew. But just the fact that, you know, I didn't let their rules bend me. Like, in a certain direction, instead of being like, yo, whether or not I made it, I finished it, and I did it my way, right?
Yeah.
Right? I survived your conditions.
Yeah.
Right? But sadly, I didn't do that, and that's just something I gotta, you know, deal with and move forward. And it did change a lot of things, because it made me almost feel like I was lying when I told people, like, you can't go around being like, yo, I'm the ultimate beast, but be like, yo, you got beat by. You didn't get beat by a player. You got beat by like yourself, basically, by coaches and yourself.
Yeah, and that's something that's why something we talk about a lot, right? Because I went through a similar situation in basketball. Like, for people who don't know, basketball is my first love. It's not football. It's actually basketball, you know. But when I was in university, in Birmingham and stuff like that, I I was playing, and I remember I was training. It was like me and my other boys, like Kurt and Cujo and stuff like that. But it was more so Kurt. But I remember we were playing, and our coach, our current coach, he had a heart attack. So his son took over, and when his son took over, we didn't get opportunities to play. And like I was asking him, like, yo, what do you want me to do, man? I was like, what do I need to do? He's like, yo, you're not going hard enough in practice. I'm like, okay, you need me to run and sprint around and be the first? Okay. We ran, we're sprinting around being the first. You know, we're like, every day we have practice, bro, busting our ass. And like, it didn't matter what we did. We still weren't, bro, we weren't even traveling. I remember one time he was giving out mouth guards, right? Like team mouth guards. He had us in a line. Bro, he was like, okay, your appointment is this, your appointment is this, your appointment is this. He got to us, bro. He skipped over us and went like this. Bro, you know how that shit feels, bro? Because it's not like the whole team can see, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole team can see, and it just like, it ate at me, and I tried to come back the next year. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it was my fault. I'll come back the next year. And I asked him, I was like, yo, what do you need me to do to come back? And it just wasn't happening, bro. Like no matter what I did, like I wasn't getting to play, bro. Sometimes I was fully healthy, getting do not DNPs, bro. Do not play. Bro, people are asking me like, yo, what's wrong? Are you injured? I'm like, no. So why are you not playing? Like, bro, like, you know how hard it is? Like, it's killing me, bro. Until, bro, I was actually, you know, like, I don't like to show a lot of emotions, but, bro, I was crying, bro. Like, I cried, bro. I was like, well, bro, come on, bro. Like, because that's something that I was very passionate about since I was a kid, you know? And eventually, like, something that I regret to this day is just like Carrie, like, it broke me. Like I let somebody break me. And that's why I always tell you, I'm like, I'll never let somebody break me like that again, right? Yeah. So that thing broke me. And even to this day, I feel like I've quit a lot of things. Like, even though I started a lot of things, I've quit a lot of things, right? And that's why I really want to improve upon that. That's something that I really want to improve. I don't want to quit anything now. I really want to finish to the end. And that's something that me and Carrie talk about a lot, because it's something that from that time we've been struggling with ever since, you know? Like, since that time, bro, like, I always see myself as a beast, right? But that one time I wasn't a beast because I let somebody break me. And ever since then, I've been quitting things constantly along the way. So, like, I know for people out there, there might be some people out there who quit on themselves in certain things, right? I don't know, Carrie, if you have any, maybe like advice or like kind of how you're kind of working towards to get out of that spell, you know, like that.
Man, that's a lot of, like, you know, honestly, finding out what you're scared of and then dealing with it accordingly. Like, that's a big thing. Is I think a lot of people don't actually know what they're scared of, whether it's the fear of, like, you know, failing or losing money or maybe not thinking you're adequate or, like, whatever it is, actually finding out what it is so you can face it, right? Because if you don't know it, you're just swinging a sword in the dark, right? You don't know what you're trying to hit. But if you're like, yo, this is what I'm worried about, I need to take this on so I can, you know, move forward with my goals and ambitions. That's something I would definitely tell you to, like, you know, the first thing you should do is understand your fears and find a way to conquer them before you move forward. If not, you're going to always have something, like, in the back of your head, which you will have. Like, there's always, no matter how good you get, there's always going to be a voice that's worried you might not be able to do it. Even when I'm doing them hills with you, there is still a voice that's like, bro, just give up. Like, yo, you tired, just give up. You tired, just give up. And you have another one being like, bro, just like 10 more feet, bro. Just 10 more feet. Just 10 more feet. But you still, and it's a constant battle of you trying to figure out, you trying to be like, nah, bro, I got to keep going. Regardless, even if my mind doesn't want to do this right now, I'm going to keep going. But it's something that's going to haunt you, man, especially if you've been in a situation like me and you. Regardless of how I try to yell and scream like, nah, I'm the biggest beast, none of y'all can stop me. In my own head, I have this spot on my record that I haven't been able to shake yet.
And I think for me personally, like, how I've been kind of trying to deal with it, because I struggle with it a lot, because I look sometimes since that point in my life, right? When I went to school, I didn't finish my schooling. I dropped out in my third year, right? I dropped out of school, right? And then I did electrician, and then I dropped out of electrician, right? And then I did football, and then I got an injury, and then I didn't go back to play football, you know? And, like, I just feel like, man, I keep quitting all these different things, right? But at the same time, too, like, I think the reason why we feel that way also is because it's like you're prisoner of like the history. You don't, like, the evidence shows that you didn't finish. You don't finish it, right? But you also have the control to change that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are the one that can change that. So, like, with this podcast, right? I want you guys to hold me accountable, but, like, with this podcast, we're not going to quit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going irregardless. Even if, like, I'm tired or, like, whatever, or sometimes we don't have money to afford to rent the equipment or to rent the studio or whatever like that. We're going to, you know?
Don't put in our business.
So we're
Come
going
on
to,
now.
I didn't say that was what it is, but
on
now
now.
you admitted it.
Nah,
But
but
but I'm just saying though, like for real though, like if, like irregardless of the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about the podcast and about Island Grind is to improve yourself one day, 1% better, irregardless of the circumstances, whether you're down, whether you're up, no matter what. And it's all about a mindset. Like if you don't have the right mindset, like you're not gonna improve. Like it doesn't matter. Like if Carrie doesn't have the right mindset when he's running those hills, when he's tired, when he's like, yo, hey, give up, then he's not gonna finish it. If he's not like, yo, you know what? Nah, bro, I'm a beast. Even though I didn't complete it before I quit last time, you know, with football, this is a new me. Yeah. This is a new me now, and I'm gonna change that. You know, I'm gonna finish, right? So it's just getting to that point, and I think like it takes time. Everything takes time.
Facts.
But if you stay, like that's a consistency. We always preach consistency is a huge thing.
It is.
It's a huge thing. Like even for Ori, for example, right? With fitness, right?
Yeah.
If you just gave up, like you wanted to, what happened to you that made you really started making you work out?
Oh, so it's actually two stuff. One was like I would say the first one is actually which was, bro, I was hanging out with a girl, bro. I was so ashamed to take off my shirt, bro. And literally, bro, I was like, yo, I was not proud of what was under him. I was like, nah, man, this is not it. That was the first one. The second one was like I actually looked myself in the mirror and I was like, yo, I'm fat, bro. Like, yo, I'm ugly. I said, bro, literally, I was like, yo, like, bro, no packs, bro, man boobs. I'm like, yo, what the heck is this? After that day, I think this was around like January, February. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start hitting the gym, bro. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, yo, just going, lifting. August, September came, and then I think I was gonna start talking to you more about fitness and all. They were saying I started getting some knowledge from him, and then I was working out with him, and then after working out with him for a while, boom, bro, result big. But now one of my boys sees me, he's like, yo, it's literally like, if you're going out, don't wear shit, like, bro, wear a hoodie. Cause like I'm big. Like,
yeah.
I'm girl and shit like that. So the guy's like, nah, bro, don't, bro. Wear a hoodie, don't wear shit. But like, bro, I put in work.
It took
like,
time, bro.
Bro. I'm eating broccoli and chicken, bro. I'm like, yo, I remember New Year, bro. My boys, all of them bought pizza, bro. I was in the car, bro. Hot pizza, bro. Bro, smelling so good. These guys are in the car, bro, eating it, bro. I was right there looking at the mirror like this. I was like, damn. I was like, yo, what the heck? But it's still staying still staying disciplined. Even right now, still like starting to work and everything. Like, bro, it's a struggle finding the schedule that's gonna work. Bro, doing podcasts, going to work, doing jiu-jitsu, going to the gym, bro. I have another like business, but still, you gotta stay consistent. Like, stay consistent always, cause like you're not gonna see the results right away. Never. Yeah, it takes time.
And that's one of the frustrating parts. I think is like, you want to be good so quickly, right? You want to be great, especially for me. I know, like, and I probably think it's for Carrie too as well. It's like, yo, I want to be a beast now. I want to be the best, bro. I want to be the best now, right? So it's so hard for me to wait when I'm not seeing the views go up, or when I'm not seeing the being jacked, right? I'm like, man, what the heck, bro? I'm working out, I'm not seeing nothing, right? Yeah. But it just takes time, bro. It takes time.
No, sometimes you're blind to your own success, though, because there's plenty. Because I haven't lost technically any weight, but like people be like, so I've heard some people be like, oh, you look in shape, but I get cheese. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, nigga. Yeah. My goal was to lose weight. I don't care how my body's forming. I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah. So I get past the point of being people like, oh, you're making progress, even though your scale be lying to you, but like it's in your own head, you have a version of yourself that when you don't reach, you get mad at. Like, so if you decided like, yo, I want to be Arnold in his prime, and you don't see that, regardless of if you was skinny as hell and you went big as fuck, if you're not at that level that you had set in your head, you will not be satisfied.
True.
Regardless of how far you come.
That's true.
And that's something you got to learn, is to appreciate, how far you come.
True.
Yeah, that's a very big thing. That's a very appreciating the small little steps that you're making. Like even like we were saying, like when we got the boom arms, right?
Yeah,
It's
bro,
something
see,
small, bro.
yeah,
It's a
bro,
small
gas up,
thing,
bro.
but I'm gassed, bro,
Bro.
because like, bro, we didn't have these.
Yeah.
Like even the last time you came here, we didn't have these, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
was
We
only
didn't
a
have
couple
these,
weeks
bro.
ago.
It's a couple weeks ago. So just for me, it's something really small, right, bro? But it's a huge for me because I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
it's something big, right? So you have to be able to celebrate the small wins. You don't dwell on them,
Yeah.
but you're trying to improve. But
Yeah.
you gotta
Give yourself-
acknowledge
give
them
yourself
as
some
well.
credit, like-
Give yourself some credit.
Once you see that result, be like, okay, you know what? I got this. Move on.
Yeah.
Don't stay stuck. Because sometimes you get stuck in that phase. You're like, oh, I'm okay. I'm doing good. But then you never actually push yourself to like go to the next step. So yeah.
So Carrie, now we want to dive into the music side of things, right? So, who were some of your inspirations? I know you said 50 Cent, but was there any other inspirations that really kind of inspired you in your music, or someone that inspires you right now for your music?
Honestly, anyone's making good music, but a lot of people inspire me. Like Kendrick inspires me, Cole inspires me, Corday, Big Sean. There's a list, bro. Nipsey. You could go down this list, like newer artists, older acts, whatever, bro. Whoever's making good music, I'm inspired by them. Anybody who I can turn on a song and makes me want to rap, I like them. That's the end of the story.
Okay.
If you make me want to rap, then I respect you.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Cause yeah, bro, that's just it, bro. Like you don't have to. I mean, inspiration comes from everything. Sometimes it won't even be musical, but if we're talking just strictly musical, anybody who makes me want to rap, I like it. That's it.
Okay. I like that. And what's like what would you say is because you know what, there's one thing actually I'm gonna say. I have a lot of respect for Carrie, and it's not only because we're boys, but it's because of what I've seen. I remember when I was wilding out, when I was partying and going crazy and stuff like that, whatever.
And you still are though.
but way less. I'm
on the
doing
sideline.
like I'm doing real
He ain't
good
a
right
starter
now.
no more in
I
the
ain't a
club.
starter no more. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, I remember I used to ask Carrie, like, bro, almost every night. I'm like, yo, Carrie, let's go out. He'd be like, nah, bro. He'd just be in his room working on his craft. Like, nah, bro, not tonight, bro, not tonight, bro. Until the point, it got to the point I just stopped asking him. But dog, every time he was in there working on his craft, bro, working on his craft. So, bro, I have a lot of respect for him because it's not just like out of nowhere. I seen him, bro.
Yeah.
I seen him working on his craft. And Carrie's a little bit of a perfectionist too, like, bro, he'd be making fire and he'd be like, nah, bro, it's not fire. But I respect it too, you know what I'm saying? But like, he needs to drop more shit, bro.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? He needs to drop more shit. But I respect it because it's like he's holding himself to such a high standard, you know what I'm saying? That it's like, man, it's not where I want it to be. But I have a lot of respect for him because he was always working on his craft, you know? But what I wanted to know too is like, what keeps you motivated, bro? Like, what keeps you motivated and consistently working on your craft? Like, what keeps you motivated on
The
that?
easiest way I find to stay motivated in whatever you're doing is don't be motivated by hunger, be motivated by passion. That is the easiest way. That is the best way to get whatever dream or goal or whatever it is. Go to what you're passionate about and then find a way to make money there. If you are motivated by hunger, regardless how big the dream is, if it's the NBA, if it's to be a rapper, if it's to be a book writer or bestseller, once you have made it and that hunger has been filled, you will be left with nothing. There is no long. You cannot go any further if your only goal is to not be hungry.
True.
Once you've reached that point, you will no longer have the will to continue.
That's true.
But if you're motivated by passion, that is a lifelong journey.
Because you never have an end.
Yeah, you're always trying to further yourself, always trying to go deeper into your passion, enjoy it more, right?
That's a gem right there. 'Cause I didn't even think about it like that, but that's true because it's like, if I'm only doing it because I'm hungry, like when you said, when I get there, I'm already fed now.
Yeah.
I got the food, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a passion, I'm gonna always want to be better.
Yeah.
Always want to be improving at
Yeah,
that.
bro. If you're just hungry, but once you make it to the league, you're probably gonna be like, I'm making $5 million a year. I'm good. All I gotta do is drop a couple buckets, here and there. As long as I'm getting 10 buckets, it ain't gonna cut me.
Sure.
And I'm gonna be good. And I'm honestly, if you look at the NFL and the NBA, you see a lot of that. I see a lot of dudes coasting. You can, bro. There's a big difference when you see a person who's just hungry and somebody who has passion. To them, it never turns off. It's always like, yo, why did I play bad today? I need to get better. You passionate about winning. You don't want to lose, right?
That's true.
It's more than just a paycheck to you. It's about your life. It's about about your favorite thing in the world. you defending that. But yes, that's something I had to learn this year though. Because I remember we used to say all the time, I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the hungriest around, and I realized like, what happens when you get that plate that feeds you? Then what? You can't say you can't keep saying you hungry, bro. That even rappers sometimes you hear them either they living in the past or they don't know what to talk about no more.
True.
Because they talking about like the struggle. Nobody respected them as a rapper. Now you made it. Now you respect it. And then they kind of in a stalemate of like.
Oh, because they don't know what to talk about. Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, I see what you mean.
I can't say I'm eating noodles no more. I drove here in a Wraith. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And they either, living in the past, talking about shit they did 22 years ago at this point, which, hey, you're allowed to do. But then you see some people diving even deeper into their careers, into their crafts, finding out new things, maybe talking about what's current right now. Even if you're rich, you still got problems, right?
Yeah.
You still have issues that you're dealing with. You're still seeing, you're still seeing things different. You could talk about being disrespected as a black man, even though you got more money than the dude disrespecting you.
True.
Right? There's a bunch of avenues. Maybe you want to go even deeper. Maybe you really liked, rock, and you want to try to, see how deep you can go into, a rap, rock, whatever, fusion, drama. I don't know what you want to do. Right? But you're not. Because you was just fueled by hunger and getting your mom out the projects and your grandma and getting all your homies bread, all of them is fed now. What you gonna do? You find now that you don't want to be in the studio no more because you don't need to. What you gonna do?
It was just a means to get
Yes,
to
it
get
was a
out.
means to an end,
It wasn't a passion, right?
It was not a passion.
So would you say like a passion is something that you would do like to the day you
That's
die?
always
Yeah,
tell you.
bro.
right?
A passion is something you do for free right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I always tell you.
Yeah.
I always tell him like, what is one thing that right now sleeping is in the bed passing out. 3 a.m. they call you, you're getting up,
Yeah.
and it's not paid. That's. But now I have a question for you. So, for anyone out there, like, what advice do you have if they're trying to find a passion?
If you're trying to, that one's a hard one, but
It's tough.
that one's a hard one because usually they'll come to you in some sort, but not all the time. But
Would you
but
say,
if you're young, bro, explore your avenues, man.
yeah, try lots of
Yeah,
things.
bro,
lots
try a
of
lot
different
of things, bro. That's a big thing that people will try to like shit on you.
Downplay.
Yeah, like, cause then back in the day, you like having multiple jobs was like frowned upon. Bro, I've probably been fired by 12 places, bro. But you know what I got? I got 12 different places, and I have 12 different forms of experience from doing different things. Right? Bro, it's okay to be good at a lot of things, bro.
Yeah.
When the more specialized you are, the harder it is to actually expand into something. If you're the world's greatest electrician who does underwater whatever it is, if there's no underwater whatever it is, you can't do nothing.
Damn, that's true. That's actually true.
The more specialized you are, the harder it is for you to do anything else, technically.
But don't you have to be
Yeah.
good at one? Don't you have to be good at one thing? Okay, would you say your passion is the thing that comes to you easiest, or is that?
No, because it might not come to you easy.
You gotta go find it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta find it.
Even if you find it, even if you find it, you might not be good at it at all. But if it's truly your passion, you will. Bro, if I find out today my passion is writing, bro, I suck at writing. I'm terrible at writing. If I truly wanted to write a book, then guess what that means I have to do?
Gotta write.
Yeah, bro.
Shit,
You gotta write.
bust your ass
Yeah.
and write.
But like it's the thing because the problem with you because you're saying like oh you have to specialize in one thing. So what happens if your job was your passion was making shoes, like you literally made them from leather or whatever, but all you know how to make shoes. So now you have a shoe, it's the most amazing shoe. You put it out in the market, ain't nobody really buying. Yeah, your passion was making shoes, but you know what you should have done? You probably should have took a course about marketing and selling your shoe.
That's
Right? Maybe if you took a job or as an intern at a marketing firm, because you're making enough money over here that you got a couple hours a
No,
night,
sending you that
and you
too.
took that job
Told
and you learned how to market your shoe.
Yeah. Because that's the biggest problem when people are trying to turn the passion into profit.
Yeah.
Is no one really actually takes the time to actually learn the marketing side. Because like yo, you can be good.
Yeah.
Like you can be good at something, but like if you don't know how to sell yourself, it's useless. Like I told him this. Like I told him what I was planning to do because I never really had a good income that I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
But now I do. So I told him like yo, when I actually get that money, I'm gonna find an intern. Like what you just said, advertising, free. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't pay me. just work with you guys, like explore everything. Because then when you're actually exploring, they're actually seeing how they actually get those clients.
Yeah.
Because like you can be good, but if you're not to market yourself, like bro, you're not gonna make money. I've seen
people ain't gonna buy shit they don't know it exists.
That's for real.
That's
like,
not how it works, right?
Even if you don't know, you did the same stuff with the intern at the gym. It's not exact. It's literally the same stuff. Because you had passion for it. Was it Friday? Every Friday, you bust your ass to the gym, going down. Bro, are they paying you?
No.
Nah, bro. They ain't giving you gas. They ain't giving you nothing. But why? The passion is driving you to go there every morning. It's the same idea. Like, but that's true.
Yeah, bro.
But
There's a lot of things, bro. Like, because a lot of things that people have passions and want to do stuff, but I don't think they have enough experience of doing a lot of things to understand what it really takes. Like, again, back to that shoe thing. Even, okay, so let's say you only know how to make shoes. You find out marketing. Do you know how to lead a team? Because I'm assuming you're not going to make these shoes by yourself. Do you have experience? Have you ever done something that has forced you to lead people? So and make sure that that you're like, you know, you're letting them know that they're accountable and you're holding them accountable to what they need to do. There's a lot of things in between just the passion and making money from it that people I don't think have experience in or don't try to get experience in, right?
Takes time.
Yeah. Like, bro, it doesn't matter how dope my bars is. If nobody hears it, guess what I don't do? I don't get paid. That's the end of it. It's not just if this was 1982, maybe I could drop my mixtape to the right person and I'd go big.
Yeah.
But now there's a billion rappers and I have to compete with them.
Yeah.
I have to make sure my marketing is better than theirs.
Yeah, bro. Right? Bro, you know
So,
the.
Go ahead.
Because what I was gonna say is like, bro, what you just said, like, bro, you're not the only one doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like you literally, you're not the only one. Like you're not the only one making music. You're not the only one trying into the fitness industry. You're not the only one taking pictures. Even with the podcast, we're not the only one taking doing podcasts.
100%.
But you gotta find a way to stand out. Because that's like you literally have to find a way to stand out and get the people you want to listen to your podcast to listen to it.
Yeah.
People you want to listen to the music to listen to it. But that's like you said, that's the biggest difference between people that actually they're good at something and people that are actually making money from what they're doing. Is that learning that skill, and bro, it's not easy, bro. That shit is tough. But,
That actually leads me to my next question, right? Is that so? Because the music industry, right, is crowded. There's tons of artists that are trying to make a name for themselves, just as is in the podcast market, right? So, how do you stand out? Like, how do you differentiate yourself from in a crowded market?
I don't do anything specifically. I honestly just try to make the best music I can at that certain time, and then after that, I try to get it to people's eyes. That's the truth. That's what I do, at least, right?
Okay.
You know, I try to make some better visuals. I try to make some better songs. The best thing I believe I can invest for myself as an artist is becoming a better artist, right?
Like that.
And then after that, marketing yourself. Because again, bro, it doesn't matter if you make the album of the decade if nobody hears it.
true,
If it's received by nobody, then it was heard by nobody, then it means nothing,
true.
right? And that's the big thing. A lot of people get frustrated, like, yo, I'm not getting the plays I want, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, how many people have actually heard it? Technically, myself, I haven't really been heard outside of Edmonton. There's a few spots I get heard sometimes here and there, but majority of my listeners and my plays come from Edmonton. Even then, I haven't even done enough. I haven't done my due diligence. I haven't even marketed enough for me to say I've exhausted the Edmonton market. I can't tell you that I marketed so hard that from end to end, everyone who could possibly listen to me is currently listening to me. Right? That's another thing, because I hear that excuse all the time when people be like, I tried everything, nothing works. And then the truth is, bro, if you tried everything, you'd be a billionaire. I promise you, if any person really tried everything that came their way to make money, they'd be a billionaire. Without, bro, it's impossible. If you have tried everything you can to make money, you would be a billionaire.
You're eventually gonna stumble up on something.
You would have stumbled more than just something. If you explored every single avenue possible, you'd be unstoppable.
So what do you think stops most of us from doing that?
Fear, failure, like disappointment. It's the big things, man. This is
Not seeing results.
yeah, man. Not seeing results. Not feeling adequate. Comparisons, jealousy, there's emotions, like taking things too personally. Like if I told you, like, hey, Aquille, I know you want to do this podcast, and you talk, but you need to market yourself. People are like, why do I need to market myself? They get defensive. A lot of people don't have their ears open all the time, right? When you give them a suggestion, they take it as like you hating. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to tell you.
That's true.
That is very
true.
Yeah.
And that comes into pride too. You know, it's like a prideful thing.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a very powerful thing. You know, they take it as a the best skill you could ever learn in life is take nothing personal, right? And that's something I'm trying to do. But even then, I'm not the best, and it's gonna take me some time. But I want to get to a point where I take nothing personal. You could tell me like I think you suck a bitch. I'd be like, hey, can you explain to me how you got to that conclusion? Like, is there certain things that you find I do that are unpleasant, or do you just not like me because you don't? And if you do, that's fine.
That's a bar, yo. Yo, that's a bar he just dropped there because they say in like for every critic, right? There's a little bit of truth in the critic, right?
100%.
A little bit of truth in it, and sometimes like you get so defensive, like, oh, yo, this guy's hating, but like. Maybe there's a reason why he's telling me like, yo, the food is not nice, or the food is nice, but it looks weird. Yeah, like you didn't like, oh, your food is, they didn't play it properly. You know what I'm saying? So like, it just you have to be able to like separate yourself from the feelings and the emotions of like, oh, yo, dog, who is this guy talking to? And then be like, yo, let me see. If he's just hating, then okay, it's different. But he's like, okay, is this guy just hating on me, or did he actually add some valid points in here? You know, and try and take that away from him. So, I have maybe 2 more questions that I want to ask you, and it's like, what would you say is the biggest struggle or the hardest struggle or obstacle that you face in your life, right? And like, what did you learn from it?
The biggest struggle and obstacle I face probably myself. I've always been my biggest destroyer or whatever it is in anything I've ever done. I've probably self-sabotaged more than anything.
Damn.
I think everyone at the end of the day, there's no one being that could stop you, only yourself.
That's true.
If you ever got beat by somebody, it was yourself. It wasn't them.
True.
Right?
Damn.
At one point, you gave up, bro. Right?
Damn.
That's the biggest thing, bro. If you can learn to master yourself, you can't be beat.
Yo. If you can learn to master yourself, you can't be beat.
You cannot be beat.
Damn. That, bro, I like that.
But that is true, though. Because,
really
like, even from what you just said, like, honestly, bro, it applies to in every aspect of life, bro. You're trying to get rich. Like, yo, who's the one, when you get the money, who's the one spending the money? Who's the one that being disciplined enough to save? It's you.
Dang,
so if you're trying to be the best at music, who's the one that put in the time actually learning the craft? Who's the one that, so, bro, that's actually true.
That's actually
I looking at it from that angle.
I didn't even think. Yeah, I didn't even, bro. That's actually that's what Arlene was telling me. You know, she said, at the end of the day, you are entirely you are 100% responsible for where you are right now.
Yeah.
So I'm broke. All the decisions that I've made in my life have led me to be being broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, it's because these niggas didn't pay me at this job or they fired me or whatever like that.
No such thing.
It's not. It's because of me.
Because you can always say no.
100% of honestly, 100% of the listeners right now, if I gave them a $20 pay raise, they would just be just as poor as they were now. So a lot of us don't have the like the financial intelligence or know about how to properly use our money. Now we probably just, all we would do is we got $20 more, we'd probably raise everything we did by $20.
True.
Right? Remember I was having that conversation because you were talking about like, oh, wings, how about we save? My thing is that I'm going to be rich, but the problem that I hear with what happens to a lot of rich people is they're more scared to lose money than you are. Because you have to talk about when you're broke right now, Aquille, you're like, yeah, if I spend $5, I'm already poor nigga. I don't got to lose.
That's true.
Right? You're like, shit, I'm hungry, bro. I ain't have a junior chicken in a while. I'm going to go get it. But when you have to imagine when you're rich now you're scared of getting poor again.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't want to be in that position.
Yeah, because you experience that lifestyle.
You experience it and you're like, yo, I don't want to be poor again, so I'm not going to.
So they spend the whole time, like, you know, hoarding their money. They didn't do nothing. They rich as hell, they don't do nothing. And when they ask them, they're like, oh, I just, I live a more humble. It's not about being humble. They scared to spend their money. They scared they're going to go too hard and now they broke.
Spending will go out so easy, man, but have to come back in.
Yeah. That to me is not living. Because that's another thing that I didn't like. Is when I realized, like, yo, my dad worked all day, right, to provide for me. And he's broke. My dad's probably like, he makes some money, but he's lower class. How you gonna tell me your rich dad does the exact same thing? That doesn't make any sense, bro. My dad had to be away so he could make a certain amount of money to make sure I was fed, clothed, and I was able to go to school. Your dad makes 100 times more than him, but he's at the office for, if not the same amount, or longer hours. He never comes to you again. What? So you're just telling me you traded it for bigger chains. You just traded in your whip for bigger chains that you're more worried about. If my dad goes broke again, he'll find another job and he'll make it. If you go broke, your whole family's done. You don't know what to do. What I'm searching is actual financial freedom, not just having some cash, right? Right. That's why I like that.
Yeah, so you good to go.
Okay, so just one last thing is how are you able, like, we face a lot of struggles, me and you know, like, bro, from eating on one slice of bread, maybe that was more me, but like eating on the one slice of bread, making it, folding into a sandwich,
showering
with dish soap, you know what
that
I'm
was
saying?
him, yeah?
Yeah.
Dog.
You know, just like there's so many obstacles and struggles that we face, right? But one thing that I noticed that we've been able to do is we've always been able to laugh at it, you know, in the face of it. And so some people, bro, that I realize they can't do that, bro. They break down, bro. They like it destroys them, you know. So how do you think you're able to do that? Like, how are you able to be able to laugh and to really still have that kind of positive outlook, even though we're struggling, you know, like, you know, with certain things?
I think one of the easiest ways to realize you survived.
It's true.
True.
You're alive right now, bro.
That's true.
If the story was as bad as you say, you'd be dead.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
That's another thing. I think another part is like we always ain't had shit. So
yeah, so
to us, like it's just another day, bro. It's just another day of surviving. But maybe if you like you're not from those circumstances that me and Aquille and probably Ori are from. Think about it objectively. My biggest thing is whenever something goes wrong, I actually think about the bigger picture and what's actually gonna happen. Right? If you know, like if your car broke down, think about what actually is wrong. Look at the damage. How bad is the damage actually? Are you just have a popped tire here, or is the whole like subframe bent in half? Yeah. If that's the case, okay, how much money do I have? Do I have money saved for another car? Maybe I only have a couple $100. I'll be like, well, if I call enough people, I know I can get $400 for scrap for this car, so I got $700. Okay, when do I gotta go to work? Well, you know, if I call my homies, I could probably get, you know, go to the, you know, it's Tuesday right now. I know I can get enough rides to get me at least to the weekend. From that's 5 days, I know I can get a car by the next time I get over by Monday, right? All right, good. So I have $700. I need a car. It's not impossible. Look online. Dedicate your time. If you break problems down, they'll never be as big as you make them seem. But if you try to tackle it as some monster, bro, you're gonna be there for hours, bro.
That's true.
That's
right?
100%.
I've seen way too many people, bro. Like, we've had our lights cut off, bro. Like, I call the company. What you mean? Like, they cut our lights. What you? We ain't got no food. All right, what can we do?
Yeah.
Well, it's that simple, bro.
No
like
food. Just juice.
Yeah, just juice, bro. You can survive on
Just
that.
juice,
I heard
bro.
you only need water.
You only need water, bro. You only need water.
You can survive with it for weeks without food.
Dog, we got so many. Bro, I remember one time I put $3 gas in my car. $3, bro. $3, bro. We got so many
Bro,
stories.
I got it from the. There was a time I went into the couch.
Yeah. I'm trying to get money from the couch.
Yeah,
bro. Like, you guys, honestly, it's just because we have to cut short the video, but like, bro, there's so many struggles. We probably gonna have to bring Carrie back and just have an episode where we just talk about the struggles that we've been through.
Yeah,
we've been through so many things, bro. It'd be crazy.
Man had a car, bro. It's my favorite car, bro.
Yo,
you got in it, bro. You had to keep hitting the gas, bro, for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Holy.
Bro, I remember the
that
piece was missing.
Yeah.
The piece was missing, bro. You know, you guys know like the part that you press to move the gears.
Yeah, you have to like.
Bro,
take
my
it
part
with you.
came out, and I had to make sure I keep it. So one time I lost it, bro. I couldn't move the car, bro. I had to
You
look
had to
around.
take it out of the cup holder, bro.
Push it down,
push it down,
and then put it into gear, and then put it back.
What
bro.
the heck?
So many stories, man. Carrie had this RV, a
RAV4.
RAV4 with the tires, bro. I've never seen like, bro, it was like NASCAR tires, bro. It's bald, bro. Bald in winter, bro. Not like in summer, bro. In winter.
I was good though. I had all-wheel drive, so that's why I got it.
Bro, I almost died driving that thing to work, bro. I almost died. But there's tons of stories and tons of obstacles. But one question we always ask here, Carrie, is what is your theory of the grind?
I think my theory of the grind is perseverance, understanding the vision, and executing the plan. Right?
Perseverance, understand the vision, and
execute the plan.
Now, 3 combos.
And when I say execute the plan, that means expect the unexpected. Like you have to be ready for that plan to go wrong and still be able to steer it in the direction you want it to go. Right?
Okay.
If you guys could have like any skill, the one I would recommend the most is being able to make any bad situation into a good one. You would be unstoppable.
Yeah. True.
You would not be able to be held back. There would be no forced political or anything. If you can master the art of taking a bad situation and either turning it into something good, whether it's a lesson or something that wasn't even supposed to be in that deal or whatever it is, then you'll be good.
That's a big gem. That's a big gem he just dropped there.
Big one.
A huge gem.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, bro, they have a vision, but they don't actually understand their own vision. They know kind of what they want to do, but they don't want to do, right? Like if you told me, like, because I like cars. Be like, okay, what you want to do with that? I'd be like, well, what do you mean? I like cars. But like, that's very broad. Do you want to fix cars? Do you want to sell cars? Do you want to collect cars? Do you want to be talking about cars? What do you want to do? Do you want all of those above? Yeah. Like you have to like narrow the vision into like, you have to be able to face. I think a lot of people's pictures are blurry. They don't actually know what they've seen. Yeah. That's something that even like in my current state, my picture's still blurry. I know what I want, the life that I'm trying to make, but you can't laser focus if you don't know what you're looking at. So once you can clear that up and you have an image in your head that is crystal clear, again, you'll be unstoppable. You'll know exactly where you're going, how to get there, what steps it takes, and what it looks like. Right?
Clarity is key.
Yeah, that and another thing I would tell people is your homies, your mom, your family, and everybody you know will not support you in whatever you're doing. I mean, don't expect them to. Maybe you got some cool parents that think, that are open-minded, but do not expect your homies to do shit for you. Don't expect your family to do shit for you, and don't get mad when they don't want to. This is life, bro. This is real life. This is not their dream. This is yours.
You're gonna have to push your stuff.
These are not your fans. These are your friends. They'll post it because they like you and they believe in you. Maybe they believe in your grind, or maybe they're just doing it out of pity. But find fans. Don't find friends. Find people that want to listen to your music because they like it. Those are the people you're selling to. Find people that want to buy your clothing, your sneakers, your book, your movie, your screenplay, your diapers, your whatever you're making, because that's the product they believe in. That's what you're looking for. Stop getting mad because you're like, oh, well, my homies ain't supporting you. Who gives a fuck? They ain't the niggas buying CDs out here. They probably the same niggas when you do a show, they probably expect free tickets. I promise you that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Right?
That.
Right. Bro, it's the truth, bro. You know how many niggas, bro, I seen like, yo, can I get a discount for that? Can I get this, that, and that? Bro, I don't pay for that shit.
Facts.
And they probably won't. They'll be like, yo, if I got to pay for it, it's not worth that. What you mean? You spent $95 on that shirt.
You'll pay somewhere else, but you won't pay for it. Yeah,
but it's okay. Matter of fact, don't get mad. Be like, all right, bro, tell me when you feel like my shirt is of value of the price that I'm charging. End of story. Fair. There's somebody else that's going to like that shirt.
True.
That's fair.
Sell it to that person. Stop trying to sell. I don't know why people are trying to make the whole marketing plan whether or not their homies like it.
Yeah,
you ain't going to go nowhere.
Yeah. That's true.
You might be making rock music and your niggas never even heard that. Why are you trying to make them like it? What are you going to gain from that?
That's true.
Like I seen that a lot where they're like, yo, my homies won't even, repost my shit. Okay, they not your fans. They're your homies. They have their own family. You don't know what's going on in his life. Maybe he's got his own shit. He's probably got his own dream that he's putting all his money into.
True.
Right? If they can help me, then shit, that's my homie. I appreciate it. I don't expect them to do nothing. I don't even know my dad knows I'm doing this. That's okay. I don't expect him to support me. I don't expect nobody to support me. This is my dream, and I'm going to make it happen.
Sir.
Right?
I love that.
A lot of y'all just ain't about that. Like, you need to get about that, bro.
I love that. Bro, that's a, man, just because time doesn't permit, but man, there's so many gems being dropped today, man. You guys have to really listen to what he's saying, bro.
We're going to have Carrie back.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have him back, man. We're going to have a part 2, you know what I'm saying?
We got a lot of stories we
got a lot of stories we didn't even get to.
We never opened this.
You know? Yeah. I'm happy. That's how I planned.
Didn't even get exposed.
That's how I planned it, you know? But man, Carrie, just quickly give the people, you know, where they can find you. Yeah. You know, yo, Carrie be dropping fire music, y'all. Fire. Like, no joke. And I'm not trying to gas him, bro. I've been telling him this. I know you don't believe me, but
yo,
bro,
that shit good.
It's very fire, bro. Like, for real, man.
I don't know this nigga, but that shit good.
It's good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Ask him. Like, yo, that shit good.
The guy loves it. You know what I'm saying? So, Carrie, this is your time, bro. Talk your shit. Don't be scared, bro. Talk your shit, bro.
Anyways, like, again, in case you didn't know, I go by Cxtotheworld. You can find me on every single platform, Cxtotheworld. Cxtotheworld. Like, it's exactly how it's spelled out. Cxtotheworld on everything. Listen to me. Like, if you don't think I'm good, just listen to one song. Listen to one song and allow me the opportunity to change your mind.
There you go.
That's it. That's all I'm asking for. It's just the opportunity, right? If you don't like it, then I understand and move on, right?
But that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
It's very good.
We're gonna drop all the links, the Instagram, everything where people can reach you. Your Spotify, everything, all the SoundCloud, everything. We're gonna drop all that in the link below.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, it was a pleasure having you, my guy. You already know what it is. We're gonna have you back again 100%. For sure.
To both.
We're gonna have you for sure. But Grind Theory is out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe. Go follow the boy. Cxtotheworld. Go like that music. Y'all know what to do.
Yeah. Shout out to Grind Theory Podcast.
Hey.
Woo. We're out.